On the 28th of Nissan, on an erev Shabbat, a great woman passed away quietly. She was a talmida chachama who knew how to pray, to daven, knew to teach others, knew how the kriyat Torah, the laining, and knew to keep track of the Jewish calendar during the Holocaust. Her daughter arranged her funeral, her levaya, which was rushed motzei Shabbat, to be per the din, the Jewish law, for such a holy woman, very quick to make the flight to the land of Israel for the burial on Har Hazeisim, the Mount of Olives. No hesped was made because it is forbidden in the month of Nissan. In fact, she was never thanked, even once after the Holocaust, for the feat of saving her two young children in a country where 95% were annihilated. Her deeds were not expounded, details not passed on, and it was a wordless understanding between her two children and her that acknowledged their debt, but never a thank you. And the details were not passed on to further family in a way that was comprehended. But it is permitted to talk about the deceased away from the body, and that is why we want to give some eulogy, hesped as we call it now. Fast forward to 2023, and the love of a precious, righteous woman, Amush, her little daughter Rachel, who decides to publish her mother's story to thank her publicly. This call it kibud aim, honoring the mother, and to give her karta tov, a debt of gratitude, which has no measure. The book is My Name is Alice, and you can find the dedication to Esther, the daughter of Rabbi Yonah Yitzchak Halevi, right in the beginning. And you can read all about how she saved two young children in this print, disability inclusive aesthetic work of history, and remembrance disguised as a gripping present tense memoir of great holiness, Kedusha, all about the story of Alice, and as it is read on the last day of Pesach in the diaspora, from Yeshaya in the Haftarah, and the young child shall lead them. And Alice has led us to acknowledge the bravery and courage and wisdom and righteousness of this great woman. From Esther to Esther, there was never another Esther like her. Those who are fortunate to know the title and author name have read and loved it and found it a work of great inspiration, a chizuk Hashem. And since it is naturally on Amazon, for the formatting, we translated many phrases so it's able to be read by all faiths, and can even reach students to teach them about this. But those who don't know the title and author cannot find out about the book until we, as a Jewish people, help survivors who publish by listing their self-published books, which will give great blessing to all who do. And not only because it is inspiring and life-changing and a great read, but because it is a remembrance for Yom HaShoah, and it shows respect for a survivor now, and shows that effort is appreciated. It is a one-of-a-kind history book as well as testimony, and it can be read and reread and treasured in families. This year, for the 28th Nissan and for Yom HaShoah, pick up a copy of My Name is Alice by Alice Muller on Amazon worldwide. And if you share in amazement at the great righteousness of great tzadekes who rescued her children, let other readers on Amazon know. We hope you will be inspired by Esther Klein Muller's courage, and that her soul should have an aliyah for each reader that adds a chesed or a mitzvah in her memory, who tries to be a bit more like her. Amen.